Hey kids, it's Jurassic James with Jurassic Explains. We're looking at the real Velociraptor. I'm at the Whiteside Museum of Natural History in Seymour, Texas. Not my desk at home with the raptor toys. And I want to show you the actual Velociraptor right here. In fact, I'll get on this side. So it is not. So when kids come to me and say, "Mr. James, draw me a Velociraptor," I always ask, "Do you want the real one or the Jurassic Park thing?" Because the Jurassic Park thing is as tall as me and 10 feet long and all that, and can open doors and talk to each other. The real thing is this size here. And so people often say, well, that's not as impressive. Well, have you ever been chased by a duck or a turkey or any bird of prey? You know, these guys are terrifying. And imagine this animal with the flesh being bigger and having feathers all along here on the arm and everything, and have a face like a lizard. So that alone would be kind of terrifying. Now, the display you're seeing here is of two Velociraptors attacking a Protoceratops. This is a play on the fighting dinosaurs, a specimen found in Mongolia. These animals are really fun, and I encourage you to go to the museum in New York to see this. The idea is very simple. There's a Velociraptor doing jiu-jitsu. Its foot claw is in a Protoceratops' stomach. The Protoceratops' beak is on the raptor's wrist. They're in the middle of a fight. A sand dune falls over and crushes them. It's called the fighting dinosaurs. It's a really well-known thing. There's many pictures and books that they often know and explain. And so that's what we're seeing right here. This is something that I never thought in my lifetime I would see in Texas. I mean, usually museums go for the Brachiosaurus, the Brontosaurus, the Triceratops, T-Rex, Stegosaurus, and some of those guys are here too. But the idea is that you're seeing this here in this local museum. You're saying, where's Seymour? I'm glad you asked. The idea is very simple. Imagine like Houston and then Dallas. Between Dallas and Amarillo is Seymour in Usher County. That's what this town is. So if you're ever traveling in North Texas, be sure to come by here and appreciate these two cool dinosaurs. Now, Protoceratops is fun because, as the name implies, Protoceratops is like it's thought to be initially thought to be an ancestor Triceratops because it's the same kind of frame, but of course it's a kind of a cousin or an uncle. If you look on this side, if you come around this way and look right there, Triceratops is really weird because it actually has a solid frill of bone. This guy has holes here, which is common for Ceratops. And you're like, why do they have holes there in the actual skeleton? Two things. One, the skull is lighter. You don't make all that bone, which takes less nutrients to grow. And so you still have the big display structure, but not necessarily the weight of making it. It's like, like a paper mache display. They can look bigger. The beak is really important because why all ceratopsians have this extra piece on their beak to bite and chomp. I often give the example of, how when you're in college, you have summer jobs and things. Well, the idea here is I was working in light construction. And the idea here is that the beak, there was like some kind of a snapping, like kind of like a bolt cutter tool I saw, and it reminded me so much of ceratopsian beaks. So you're seeing that chomp here. Do you know in life there would have been a keratinous or extra growth on this, making it sharper and bigger than that? And so again, this display with Velociraptor. Oh, fun fact, the species is Mongoliensis. So they're from Mongolia. If you don't know what that is, it's a country between Russia and China. So we have Velociraptor mongoliensis and Protoceratops in this one display representing that part of the world 75 million years ago. With that being said, I appreciate you, and I'll see you next week.